What's up, everybody? Today we're doing Muse again, live from Wembley Stadium. This is Pardon My Reaction.
All right, man, we got Muse, Stockholm Syndrome, live at Wembley Stadium. And I just want to say we've had multiple people ask us to do this song live.
Yes, sir. Backed by popular demand.
Yes.
On the last Muse video we did, we had a lot of you guys saying, if you want to see a good show, watch this one.
Yeah, apparently it's good. And you guys all said they're great live, and I can only assume that they are. And a lot of Muse fans.
Yeah.
It's like Rammstein and Muse. We've only done this for a couple weeks, and Rammstein and Muse, the fans are absolutely incredible because they're here in force. We love it. We appreciate the support. So with that said, guys, before we get started on this, if you can go down and you just subscribe to this channel, hit the like, hit the notifications, share it if you want to. Helps us tremendously. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Next week. I'd like to be at 1,000. 500. You can do it. This video alone could get that. So just every person that watches this, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. So this is Stockholm Syndrome live, Wembley Stadium. I'm not sure what year this is, but apparently this is a more upbeat
the video was from 12 years ago. So
okay, so it's around that. Yeah. It's around
early
2010. Yeah, 2010ish. But we heard that this is an energetic song. That it's a fun one. It's got a lot of guitar, a lot of great singing, and a lot of goosebumps. A lot of Muse.
And this is the first
bumps.
actual live that we've watched. So
yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I know of the song, I think, but I don't know them well enough to know right off the top. I may have heard it in the past, but I've certainly never seen this. So you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready, dude. I'm ready to get my face rocked off.
Ooh. Ooh. You just hear the crowd erupt.
Oh man, I like all the tones. Yes.
I like the zoom in shot of the fingers.
Oh man, hey. You heard he goes boom. Boom, you know, that kind of thing, and then does the it's driving. It's not overly complicated on that bass guitar, but when I played, I did that a lot because it just emphasizes the speed that you want it to be at, and it pushes the momentum. And hey man, they came in right in. The crowd obviously loved these people.
Oh
man.
yeah,
like goodness gracious, they immediately start jumping. And there's nothing cooler to me. Mosh pits are awesome. Circle pits are great.
But when you can
full crowd jumps.
Oh yeah, when you see, especially when they do like camera angles like from the stage, and you can see the whole crowd, and they're all just in unison.
It's just a sea of like.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's awesome. I love it. Bing, boom. That bass, yep. Sounds just like the CD.
Ooh, I like the harmony there.
Yeah.
I will say right off the bat, when I asked if he can do this, do like the singing and the guitar very well live, and he's doing it very well.
Yeah, and you know, that was actually a couple comments. I wanted to just bring those up real quick because we had somebody that commented, and I wish I remembered the name. It was a good comment, but they're saying you got to be joking. You think you can't do this live? I said he had an effect on his voice, and I think some people took that. And this was the last video. Some people took that as auto-tune. That's not what I meant. I know this guy's a good singer. I've seen clips of him on like late night shows.
Yeah.
I know they can perform. It was never about auto-tune. He's a phenomenal singer. What I was saying is he definitely has an effect on his voice. His microphone is running through something to give him that, like, it's almost, I don't even know what it would be, but it's almost a digital. There's a little bit of a digital presence to his voice.
A little bit.
And it's so minute, but it gives him more flavor. And it's a good thing because it sounds awesome. It's very distinctly his style, and I love it. But auto-tune, no, I don't believe this guy is. This guy's a great singer.
Man. No, great singer. And like I said before, definitely showed me he can do both very well at the same time, which is actually, I mean, like I said before, not a lot of lead singers, if they play lead and stuff like that, they can't do both as well at the same time.
No, most people aren't gifted to be super talented at both. Now, I will say that this sounds like a CD quality sound.
It does.
They're tight.
His voice is spot on.
Spot on. Band is super, super tight. And for live presence, obviously, it's got good recording equipment at this venue. They're recording this probably for a DVD or something.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some probably post-mix to this a little bit, but it doesn't matter. They are very, very tight, and his voice is spot on. So A+ so far. Great show, too. Like the lights.
The harmony, again, I love that.
Where's this going to go?
I have no idea. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Wow. I feel like I felt like for a second there that's what it sounds like to go to heaven, dude. Like if I don't shut my eyes that last time on this beautiful earth and I freaking glide up to the heavens and this isn't like then I'm going to be like, well, I don't know if I was right about this, because that's what I'm envisioning, and it was beautiful.
That little pre-chorus riff that they did when it like just dropped down a whole fucking level.
Oh, they hit a
and
distortion
so distorted,
on that too. Yeah.
And it was just filthy sounding.
It was filthy, in a totally different way than what you normally listen to.
Yeah,
just it's just.
And I guarantee you, if you're in the crowd there, I bet you can feel all of that.
Oh, you can feel it all. But they brought it down, and they give you this moment of like, oh, yeah, and then it goes into this triumphant.
It's like if it was on a line graph, it would go, brrr, and then
it's like a stock market. You know what I mean? It's that was beautiful.
That was good.
That was huge, and the sound was huge. That band kills that part.
They definitely know how to make themselves big.
Let's roll, man. That's a lot of bass right there. Bass overdrive. Freaking beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey now.
Yes.
Sick transition.
That was good.
That was a sick transition. They kind of threw everything in the pot right there for a second and kind of gave you like these quick little.
It almost threw you off a little bit because when he came back in with the it almost felt like it was going to pick up pace again.
Yeah.
And then he went right back into a verse that was a little bit slower. So it was like, oh, and then you're just. Oh.
We got like 5-6 minutes left of the song. I'm telling you right now, every time, and these guys, I've known these guys. They've been around a long time. We've had many comments saying these guys have been around for 25 years-ish, and they are the biggest band in the past 25 years, but for some reason, the American people haven't grasped onto them like other countries have. And I got to be honest with you. You got to admit when you're wrong. We're stupid for not. Like, I think a lot of people love Muse in the States. So let's not kid around. They come and they play big shows here. There's no doubt. But listen, the more I'm actually sitting here analyzing their stuff, the more I can honestly say, like, these guys are insanely talented and musically phenomenal. And we've only scratched the surface. I imagine they have slow songs that are awesome, even heavier songs than this that are awesome. And I love Pink Floyd and those like big sounds, those like beautiful, dreamy things. These guys are falling right there.
That's what they do.
Dang.
And they're good at it.
They're very good. Holy mackerel. I got to go see these guys now, man.
Yeah, it would be really fun.
Yeah. That's so sick.
That's a huge stage.
That's really cool. Dude, he's got some range.
I fucking love that.
That was sick.
Oh, the fucking... Like, I don't even know what that was.
It sounded like a synthesizer.
Yeah, some kind of...
It hits it up in the highs there. Perfect punch in to what we know is coming, and that's another trip to heaven, baby. Another trip to heaven.
I got to listen to that. That was so good.
It's so good, man. That's the kind of stuff that even the singer Cannibal Corpse would freaking, he would be headbanging to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If you love heavy music in any genre, you could be a Norwegian death metal band. If you don't bob your head to that, you're not a real musician. You don't know music.
Yeah.
Because that is heavy, and it's not your typical heavy, but it's heavy as heck.
It's a different kind of heavy that hits you right in the chest.
Oh man, let's hear that again. Oh my God. There it is. I'm just
lifting into heaven.
Yes. I'm not ready, God. Two. The keys are incredible. Got that phaser on there.
I figured it out.
I was like really into that right there.
I figured out that the sound is the 20,000 souls leaving their bodies.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's it. All of the people in the audience combined gasping for air.
Yeah, that's what it is. It goes into the hugest thing you've ever seen.
Or they're tripping balls and they're like, whoa! You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. They don't even need an instrument because the crowd does it for them, dude.
Yeah, it's not anything they even added to the song. It's the people gasping at the right time.
Like I'm trying to react to this, like coming at it different angles, but it's hard to because honestly, I swear to you, it's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like if I was at this show and I was seeing this, I would be like, dude, this is one of the coolest things I've seen. Because I've seen hundreds of concerts, amazing acts, a lot of dog shit, a lot of phenomenal stuff that I've seen.
Yeah.
And obviously I've never seen that. I think you can watch videos, but until you're there in person and feeling, you're talking about the hits on your chest and that feel, the lights hitting you and kind of being absorbed into the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Until you have that happen, you can't really make a real assessment of it. But I can tell you, I'm foolish for not paying more attention to this because this is. I always assumed that Muse was like this kind of this is being honest. I thought they had some good songs that I heard on. I was like, that's not a bad song. And then I heard stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I'm digging this or not.
Yeah.
And I kind of just assumed that they were like this poppy, like they got some cool guitar riffs here and there. And I'm wrong. I'm really wrong. These guys are insane. This is
I'm
an amazing band.
A little disappointed that I heard one hit song that they had in the early 2000s, and that's it. And I'm actually disappointed that I haven't paid attention to anything else since then.
And that's why we do this, and that's why you guys
know what?
comment.
And I imagine this kind of show live When you're there, it's one of those kinds of shows that is in the memory bank forever.
Yeah.
Like, you remember being at a show like this. You remember how it feels. You remember how amazing it is. And we're just watching it on fucking YouTube. I can't even imagine what it's like actually being there.
Awesome. I wouldn't even want to drink a beer. Let's just say that. I wouldn't even want to drink a beer because I wouldn't want to be inebriated enough to not remember what's going on. So I'm guessing we're getting into some juicy stuff here because we're only halfway through this.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've even hit a bridge yet. So let's get this rolling. Good feel. Good energy from the drummer, too. Oh! What? Pause it real quick here. Huh?
That went. It got real heavy there for a second. That I guarantee you, when you're in the crowd, that hit you the hardest. Guaranteed.
Dude, I'm just thrown off because you just like, it's kind of like the reaction show, you know, like you're getting into it and we have to pause it on you.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have to. But it's like that. That's also like the song. Like you're feeling this, like driving this thing, and then they just shift it.
Yeah, like they're doing this riffing, and like as soon as you get into the groove of it, it's just immediate. Like,
I don't know if they're like shifting it into overdrive or if they're shifting it down a gear where it just puts you back in your seat and you're like, whoa, we're getting a little faster. You know what I mean? Either way, the musicianship is phenomenal. And I feel like I'm just saying the same stuff over and over. The musicianship is phenomenal. And there's a guy in this still frame right here. You can see him back there. He's playing the keyboards. And no one's showing that dang guy in this video.
Yeah.
But that dude
that guy's slaying
is doing a lot of stuff that is making this band even better than they already are. And I feel like he's not getting enough credit. I want to see a close-up of that man because he's adding those sounds that are giving it the depth that it needs.
Oh, yeah. Like
the transitions.
During a lot of those parts, you hear like a...
Yeah. And then the
like,
symphony, you know, just like there's these tones. And it's the same stuff we always talk about. It's those tiny details that you may or may not notice, but make the song what it is. Because without it, wouldn't be the same.
As soon as it wasn't there, it would be noticeable.
Yeah, you would just be like, yeah, it's good. But you wouldn't. You would be like, not as involved. I feel like it's sucking you in. It's almost subliminal, dude. Yeah, it really is almost subliminal. I don't even know where they go for the 4 more minutes. I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like we're on a journey. Like this is spiritual at this point. So let's see what's going on here. So good.
I'm very interested right now for what comes next. Because I feel like that would usually be the end of a song.
Oh, he's got one of those. Yes, those things are so sick, dude. Yeah, his guitar is so expensive. See that pad there? It's like a digital pad. What?
Oh.
Man, that bass has some overdrive. I love it.
That's cool.
Cool. Crowd, man.
So I don't know, but is this actually part of the actual song?
I couldn't tell you. I'm going to, listen, it seems.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to the actual song, because if the actual song is 8 minutes long.
I don't think it is, man.
But if this is just them doing their performance, this is crazy.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're adding a lot. And it seems like the song's actually about 5 minutes long, at least.
So
from
all
YouTube.
This is like just
no, they're just
playing to the crowd.
Dude, they're just jamming.
Just playing to the crowd. I mean, they're
jamming. And it's incredible. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, it's easy to get up on stage. You rehearse a song thousands of times, dude. Like, we used to just we practice in our band every day. And we just played our set and how we're going to conjoin the songs. And you do it to where it's literally like second nature. That's the whole point. Yeah. But it's another thing to do that and then get on stage and know that you're so talented.
And incorporate a whole nother
that you're
section.
like, I'm just going to go off here. And I'm sure they rehearse this to an extent, let's be real. But you just, like, the drummer just knows the guitarist so well that he's like, I know what he's doing. And he's following along. That's why those jam bands are so prevalent and so popular, is because it takes a different form of talent to be able just to go off and have fun.
Yeah.
And
be able to read each other well enough to be able to string everything you're doing together and make it sound good.
Yeah, and again, it's rehearsed to an extent. But I guarantee that he's not playing the exact same riff every single show. Like, I'm sure there's variations to the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just following each other. And that's great musicianship. There's actually nothing better than that as a band, if you're that close.
Well, yeah, and then it gives every experience that you go see them an individuality to it.
Absolutely.
Every experience is not going to be exactly the same.
Absolutely. Let's finish this up, man. We got a couple more minutes, and I'm really liking this last little set of riffs here, man. Except he's flipping me off here. I don't appreciate that, buddy. Where's that guy right now, mentally? Where's he at mentally? Okay, so for what I'm saying about his, listen, that little tiny freeze frame of the singer. I wish I knew his name. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. But there was that scene where he has the guitar. He's sitting on his head and his eyes are closed, and there's just this sound that's happening. And I've never obviously played a show like this.
Yeah.
I'm not that. We were never that big. But we played some really great shows, and there was a lot of times where, like, you know, you do the song and then you end it and you kind of turn around, you go to your cab and you get your drink up there and you take a drink and you're not facing the crowd and you just go like, dude, how fucking awesome is this?
Yeah.
And I can't imagine where his head is at right now.
He's either just soaking in. Well, he is soaking in everything, but yeah. I would almost think he's almost in a state of like euphoria where he's just like eyes are closed and he's just.
And the bassist, that is me. That what he was doing there is what I love to do. So he actually down-tuned, which I didn't do that all the time during the show, like mid-song, but he seemingly down-tuned to get that griminess. But when he was just like slapping it and like putting his hands in different forms, and it's just giving you these like, yeah, you know, that kind of stuff to me is like, it just adds this thing it's like an unpolished part of the song that gives it life. And it's like they do that all the time. The guitarist is doing it. I mean, the singer guitarist, he's doing it where he's adding these, you know, and that stuff, it just makes it feel live. It makes it feel alive.
Yeah. Rather
than this polished.
Yeah, it just makes it feel like you're building this as we're watching it.
Yes. Dude, listen, I don't know what to say. I definitely want to do more Muse because I feel like there's this gem that's been sitting in my backyard that I've never polished up and taken care of.
Yeah, Muse on my end definitely deserves more exploration.
And I'm sure there's gonna be songs that I don't like, guys. I mean, there's got every band, even my favorite, have songs I don't like.
Oh yeah.
And maybe do something on the slower end because I know that they have slower stuff, and I'm curious if I'm gonna be feeling that. But these guys are phenomenal. I don't know what else to tell you. I appreciate all of the comments suggesting these.
True performers through and through.
100%, man. If they come through, apparently somebody told me that they're doing 3 shows in the UK for the new album, and they're doing a US tour next year. And if that's the case,
that would be really fun.
I'm going to do my best to make it because I feel like I love showmanship, and these guys are everything that I love. So great time, guys.
Good suggestion.
Yes, thank you for who I wish I had the name. Multiple people did though. Guys, before you go, please, to stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow, like, and share. You know, we're trying to get to 1,000 and then to 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. We want to grow, and you guys are what's allowing us to do so. So thank you. That was Muse, Stockholm Syndrome live at Wembley Stadium.